Welcome to the Cornerbird Studio live stream. I will do another short one today. Yes. I think the resistance to doing more consistent live stream is like going lower and lower. I hope that it will be the same as I practice making my tutorial videos. So yeah, go me. I think for one thing, I want to thank everyone for subscribing. 800, like, it's so, I know that it feels small compared to like what people are used to, but to me 800, like when I started doing the Elden Ring Scout run, was it like I had 100 subscribers, and that just feels like so many people already, and 800 is just like, for a channel that is not producing the type of YouTube videos that the general people want. So I'll work hard to get to that point. But for now, when I'm still working on improving myself and working on all these things and just showing my work in progress, I guess, and my improvements, I'm really thankful. So I'm gonna bring out these cute little guys again. Thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu. I don't know why I brought out Japanese. Like, do you see how cute they are? Like, thank you. And this will never get old. She cannot even like quit. This feels like playing mahjong and then you're like stacking the decks, but then you're 2 rounds. It happened. As usual, my live streams just me doing my work. I mean, the idea behind my live streams was just like, I really want to focus on getting better at, I guess, both in the mental side and like both mental side and my art and just like my work ethic in general. And I feel like it's been going to the trajectory that I've been dreaming for, and I'm very thankful for everyone and to myself too. And it's always been fun like doing the live streams, and like this thing happened because of the live streams. Like someone gave an idea for a candle human, and then like I just loved it so much. It's like it's so stupid. Kind of feels like some sort of album cover kind of thing. Like I feel like I kind of see this more in this kind of things more in illustration, like 2D illustrations, and less so in 3D, I think. Although it might just be that I haven't been looking at what people are making in 3D space. But I feel like just like having the ideas bounce around between like the chat and doing my work, like it surprisingly has been really helpful to bridge the inconsistencies of like my 2D and 3D art style from, yeah, like I feel like there's still such a big gap between my 2D and 3D stuff in terms of skill level, and more importantly like in terms of what kind of style that I'm going for. And I feel like things like stupid things like this, I mean this stupid cool things like this, it's like bridging that gap like bit by bit. So yeah, I'm really having fun with all these things, and I'm really happy that I can have fun while improving myself, learning new things, because there's always room for improvement, no matter how old we are and how far we have come. So yeah, I'm gonna close this because I don't want my iPad to heat up. I wish I could just leave it like this though. Can I just leave it like this? Cause it's, maybe I can just hide. Oh, and then this cute little thing, oh my god. And sometimes the things that because I post on on Twitter every day and threads. And actually a lot of the ideas from it came from like the mistakes or the random things that I encountered during my like working in live streaming. Because like working while talking or like working while streaming, like being conscious of putting my work in progress in front of the camera, it's a very different feeling. Partly because like there's this feeling of like I don't want to mess up, but because of that, it also kind of like builds up the skill of like, if I don't want to mess it up, then I need to be like more systematic in trying to do things. Actually, that's not even like relevant to this point. Oh my god, it's so cute. Can I just put like this? Yes, I can. It's close enough. I really like this multitasking. Like, it's a little bit janky, but overall it's been pretty fun. Yeah, let's do work. Coffee. It's a bit faded now, but because it's been a while. But homemade coffee is the best. Also, it kind of gives me some sort of weird sense of accomplishment when I can make things that was requested by other people. Forgot the I want to clean this up for now, and I'm not sure whether I will finish it, but I'm just going to like give myself some buffer, because yeah, it doesn't matter if I don't finish it today, because it's all about progress with this. Just wondering if I want to merge it together. I'm also not sure if I want it to be, if the line art is going to be white. And I haven't finished her face, so like right now that's a placeholder for this. Maybe probably white? Yeah, maybe I'll just stick to white. Because in some sense, like when I address requests, wait, which one is it? I found a new song to like play forever until I get sick of it. Is this too thin? Actually, why is it? Oh, is this one? I forgot which brush. I've been busy with the tutorials and I've been neglecting my painting stuff. Oh my god, it's so difficult. One of the difficulties with doing line art for me is retaining the nice feelings from the rough sketch. And I think it's just down to practice to make sure that I can get the essence of the sketch into my final line art. Yeah, I was talking about how it feels nice to be able to what's that? To sculpt the random shit that people think up of, or even I think up of during the streams. I mean, off streams too. I think it's because like it just reinforces that I've. Is this fine? Just reinforces that like, oh, I've learned quite a lot, and then I've become flexible in my skills, I guess. Because I think like something like this, I wouldn't really have been able to do this out like right off the bat if it weren't for all the practice that I've. Oh my god, so cute. Oh wait, I need to show you guys in case you missed it out the others. Process. You're cute as shit. No. Oh my god, so cute. Like little teddy bears. I think when my boyfriend and I, cause like once in a while we will draw with my nephews and nieces, and they will be asking for, surprisingly as kids, and I'm not sure whether this is like a Singapore education system, like just kind of what happens when like the education, when I'm not really sure about it, but it's, I guess, like how weird and unexpected of that I felt that really young kids would be quite how to say, like they need animals to be drawn a very specific way. You know what, maybe it's just being kids and not anything else. And like also why I like my boyfriend so much, like he makes up like the most random shit just to troll the kids. like oh, ducks don't have 3 feet, but like I'm drawing a duck with 3 feet. And then we're just like, you know what, ducks can have 4 wings. Like there's no fault in like having four wings to fly with. I guess it's also funny how like the kids will like they'll laugh a lot, but then sometimes it's like they'll be like, no, like that's not how ducks look like. But it's always very funny to see those kind of things. But also like when they ask for like 3D stuff, on the rare times that we do 3D stuff, and then they like how to say, is it like they will ask me to, because it's been quite a while since I've done it, but they will ask me like can you do this and can you do that, can you make this, or I'll be like, oh, I can turn your 2D drawings into a 3D thing. And I feel like that those kinds of experiences gives me a lot of joy, because it's like I'm really happy that I've reached a point where I wouldn't say the same for 2D stuff and drawing and painting, but in terms of 3D, I'm like, man, like it's so fun that I'm able to do random shit with, after spending so long, like so many years learning the basics and fundamentals of doing things, and then let me see, no, this one should be smaller, and then growing up to be able to the thing I'm not sure is that I feel like this finger is still too long. Yeah, it's still too long. Let me shorten this. Yeah, I wish that I can get to the same level with painting and drawing. So I'll work hard to do that. think the feeling feels nice. I think for the learning point for today is that after doing line art a lot more right now, like with the recent practice, I think one of the things that made me lose sight of what the essence of the sketches are is that, like, which kind of makes sense because I am still learning quite a lot to improve on making line art. But I know that I'll be doing line art really zoomed in like this, and when I'm so focused on like trying to get the line art quality good, but then that's all I focus on, it becomes obvious like why I lost sight of the big picture, and then I'll lose sight of like the flow and the direction of where the essence of where the sketch is. So now when I do the line art sketch, like I'm trying to do it either like further away, or if I need to be up close, then I'm always checking afterwards like whether or not it makes sense with everything else. I think that has helped me a lot in, like, for one thing, like save time, because like a lot of times when I do line art, I'll be like redoing some of the line art because I was too like narrow viewed. Okay, let me fix this one now. And the other thing is that liquify really helps. Oops. Really helps with these things. But sometimes certain elements, like I'm going to struggle drawing lines for a really long time. It feels so stupid. Something I find interesting is how, with the recent climate in the art side, that like, I know, I feel like there's this thing of when arguments are being made, that one of the arguments is that if it's human made, that the hands wouldn't be weird. But I always find the argument really weird because I'm like, who are all these people who can draw hands so well? Like, even if there's like these weird janky stuff happening that is being called out, the overall hands, they're drawn way better than I know most people around me can draw hands, including myself. Oh my god, why is this so difficult? And it's just like so weird that like whenever I draw hands I'll be like, oh man, I don't know how to draw hands. And yeah, it's just a really weird space. It also makes me wonder if that kind of build up oh, where's that gap in this one? Builds up more attention to like oh, I need to draw hands better? I'm not really sure. Just, it also kind of created a movement of people drawing with very bad anatomy. So yeah, I guess I'm not really sure. But I think, at least for me, I feel like whenever I start drawing hands, I just, with like all the talk about like all the hand and fingers hyperfixation, that it does like get me to think about my hand drawings a bit more. It's like, I think people don't really realize that the good artists, they all know how to draw hands, but it's very difficult for everyone to draw hands. think I'll just fill up this first. The funny thing is that when people start calling out things in certain artworks, I'll be like, oh shit, that's the stuff of, that's the kind of stuff that I would do. Like some of the things, not all of the things, but like some of the things that's being called out, I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, oh man, I'm not good enough to be able to not do that. Especially when it comes to like the hand drawing thing. And I'm like, oh my god, I don't know how to draw hands in like that angle. Oh my god. Why is the defocus doing this? That's so cute. Look at how it looks like without the without the defocus. And then with the defocus. It's quite cute. I feel like I should do this more often in my painting streams, because the thing of putting this on the side, because it gives me a lot of motivation, because the progress of painting is always so slow. So it's nice to have like something pretty or something cute on the side to look at. I think regardless of how long it takes for me to do something like this, like I'm still quite happy with wherever it is. Because I guess it's like the good thing of doing that video of, what was it that I was doing? I was doing like the line art. No, I was doing color filling on one of my old artworks for like one of my very old Study With Me videos. And like, I guess because I did that video, like the memory of like feeling very OCPD about my lines, or making sure that everything is not intersecting or overlapping each other, things like that, is so strong. Like that memory is so strong that like the thing of just going to one of the layers and liquefying these things and just moving things like this would have been just unthinkable for me at that time. I think I'll be like pretty shocked that I have reached a point where I'm just like, oh, this is wrong, and I'm just going to like a bit, because that was completely the opposite of how I was working last time. And I think, I mean, just from the habit of doing really short daily journaling and all the posts every day, and now doing the live streaming, sorting things out in my head, that I remember things like that, and I'm like, wow, I've come a long way. Let's shift this. Like just pushing things like that was called, I will feel so much OCPD inside me. Like it'll be against my nature to do that. It's so strange thinking about it now, because I don't feel that way anymore. Not really sure whether I want this textured look on, because I was playing around with the new brushes, so that's what these textured areas are. But I don't remember which brushes I was using. It was one of the first few brushes that I tested, and I was like, oh, it looks cool. And then after that I was like, oh, maybe I'll find something else later on, so I'm not going to remember this one. I feel like I should have, because I don't remember which brush created these lines. But at the same time, I'm thinking maybe I just do the way that I've always been doing. something I learned from my short practice of doing paint studies is that the dynamic range, the tonal range of the skin is not really that big. I used to think that it was really big, and then I'll do like super dark blacks on the shadows, and like even something like this, I'll be putting like super dark grays on these areas, which is just not accurate. So I think if I, let's see if I put a, let's see if I put like this. Yeah, I think it's pretty accurate. Like the tonal range between the shadows and the bright areas, it's not going to be like step 1 to step 8 on like a 10-step scale. So I'm been quite conscious of not doing that. I think it's been working out pretty well. I'm going to add some shine to this. think that's about it for today. So happy with the progress. It's looking so pretty. And most importantly, it's something that I really care about. I'm just going to slowly progress this thing. I think I still struggle with trying to make things look complete and finalized. So I think that's why I want to work on this piece recently, because I think there are a lot of elements of this where like there's this girl which is really bright and all these pieces which will be bright too, and I want to learn how to make things look like they are glowing. And what's that word? It's like in the mermaid piece that I did for the paint over my renders, I feel like I was missing something, kind of like the post-process effect over my paintings. But at that time, like I didn't know what was missing, and like I can't see like what is missing. So hopefully with something like this, which is like flatter and more distinctly illustration style, hopefully I can learn what I feel like is missing in that one, which I think is like about the post-processing effect. Okay, I'll end it here for this. God, noise. Okay, should stop. I'll go and record my tutorials now. I'll see you guys in the next one.